Oh, well, hello there, and welcome to. I think this will be the first one that I do of these. Basically, is going to be a quick debrief on the Chelsea Dortmund game. I'll quickly run through what I thought of the game, what I thought of the players, have a look at some of the stats, some of the chances we've missed. I'll have a quick look at the player ratings as well, so we can have a quick look at that. If there is anyone that is there, please drop a message in the chat, and we'll have a little discussion about how we feel the club, the fans, and what we feel we deserve. So going into the game, didn't really think too much of it, really. I know that we were under a lot of pressure to perform due to the amount of money that we have spent so far this season. And yeah, I mean, obviously, having to change the back line, obviously, Badia can't play, which also sort of already sets you down. What we were thinking, really. I mean, most people in the Chelsea fans, obviously, I would prefer Thiago Silva and Badia all day long. But for some reason, obviously, we weren't able to get him in. It is what it is. We can't really go on too much, but yeah, it was a big shame. Obviously, we had Koulibaly step in. I mean, I don't think Koulibaly had the worst game in the world, but he's not someone you want up towards the goal. I mean, nearly scored, so could have proved us wrong. But maybe if that was a striker or a midfielder, maybe the option of it going in is a bit better than what he had. But no, yeah, I mean, going into it, I wasn't really thinking too much. But obviously, watching the game, seeing how we grew into the game, seeing how we dominated most of the first half, I believe. It was upsetting. As a Chelsea fan, this season, the last four games have been upsetting for myself. I mean, obviously, we have the belief that we can go and win. I feel that we've got the squad to go and win. Obviously, we are missing a out-and-out striker, which is going to have to be the main priority in summer. I know we've gotten Cuckoo to come in, but he's not an out-and-out striker. It's annoying. I mean, do you put Aubameyang in? Does Aubameyang even score in these positions that we're getting into now? I mean, Havertz. I want Havertz to do well, and yes, Havertz did score the winning goal in the Champions League for us the second time, but he's not the player he is in Germany or for Germany. I don't think he suits the English game. There's promising signs from him, and then he goes and lets us down, doesn't perform, and then everyone's on his back. And then the next game, he has an absolute blinder, doesn't score, but puts himself out there and sort of shows and tells everyone, like, look, this is what I'm about. I don't think he is an out-and-out striker. I don't know why we keep using him as out-and-out striker. It's quite upsetting and detrimental to his career, I believe. Player that I do like him. As I say, he has won or scored the winning goal. I won't say he won us because obviously there's other players, but he scored the winning goal in the Champions League final, which won us the title again. But yeah, he's not an out-and-out striker. And the thing that annoyed me in the second half is it seemed to be Havertz that dropped and Felix was the one further forward. Now, from watching Felix in the last two games, obviously the first game he played, he got sent off early on, so we didn't see too much of it, but he still showed glimmers of it and signs of it. He was the one that was going to win us the game tonight. If we played him the second half how we played him the first, no way would we have lost. But for some reason, Havertz dropped a little bit, and it was quite upsetting to see Havertz drop. And And again, obviously, then it then left Felix to sort of wander and wasn't really doing much in the second half, which he wasn't as effective. When he started dropping deeper towards the end of the second half, you could see it again. It was exciting to see that. It was nice to see the link up between him, Enzo Fernandez, and Mason Mount. Now, I am the biggest Mason Mount fanboy in the world. We need to play him. I don't understand why we don't. Mikhailo Mudryk, what a waste of money. Like, I was so excited when we saw him. I bought into the hype, and I think this is what every Chelsea fan does, is we buy into the hype that we're being told this player is going to be amazing, this player is going to do that, this player's... And for whatever reason, I mean, look, Timo Werner, another one. There was massive hype about him. We ruined him. Same with Havertz. Havertz has come in, and we haven't ruined him, but he's nowhere near as the class of a player that we should be getting from him, which is upsetting because he's a very good player. But yeah, I mean, Mudryk, I've just seen a rating from on FootMob. I'll get the ratings up now on my phone and we'll go through them. I genuinely don't understand. So we will go through the Chelsea team first. So Kepa, 5.7. I think it was a bit harsh. Played well, distributed well. The only mistake he made was the one where he came out for the goal. He couldn't get to the ball. We'll start from right back to left back. So we'll go Reece James, 7.1. Thought he played very well, considering he was on a yellow card from very early on, which isn't a yellow card in my opinion, but it is what it is. Thiago Silva, a 7, with Koulibaly, a 7 as well. So, fair enough. Yeah, Koulibaly maybe should have got a little bit higher for the opportunity he got. Could have won us the game. Silva, again, fantastic everywhere. The fact the geezer's 38 years old and he's still dominating games, like, genuinely, I don't see how this guy can't carry on performing. Ben Chilwell, 7.1 again, same as Reece James. You could see he was getting tired towards the end of the game. You could see that he was injured, or you could see there was something there. The niggling, the little injury he had, I feel has started to creep back in there. So that'd be a shame to see if he is injured. Hopefully he's not and he can carry on. He was not match fit. Your two centre mid, or your two holding players, Enzo Fernandez and Loftus-Cheek, both are 7. With Enzo, I feel that he's a great player. He's going to do fantastic for us coming up, like, in the next few years. Nice ball distribution, wants the ball. The fact that he actually looks, and I know it's an easy thing and simple thing to say, the fact he actually looks for the ball before he gets it and the space he's moving into is crazy. He knows where the players are. And again, as I said, towards the end of the second half, Mason Mount, him and Felix were linking up very well. They looked dangerous. It looked like that's the only way we were going to get anything out of the game. Obviously, Cucurella comes on and plays pretty well. Loftus-Cheek. Now, I'm someone that loves the academy. I think that is the best thing that we've done. The amount of graduates coming out is crazy. The amount that we retain is good. We have one of the best academies in the world. But I think now that sort of position, I like Loftus-Cheek in there. He's one that can drive with it. He can defend. He can turn. He can get himself out of tight spaces. He didn't get bullied in there. You know what I mean? He's more, normally I would say Ruben is more of an attacking player, but him and Fernandez, I think they work pretty well together in the midfield. He was there tackling and breaking up the play against Dortmund. He was a good player. So I feel both of them maybe should have got a little bit more. Mikhailo Mudryk, 6.8. Now I think that's generous because I don't think he played well at all. I genuinely genuinely thought that he was off. He didn't look interested. When he did get the ball, we didn't see any of the pace that he was using. I think there was one or two attacks that he did that looked pretty decent, but other than that, they weren't amazing, which is upsetting because, again, as someone that we've spent a lot of money on, and we could have gone for Tossard from Brighton, and he would have done exactly the same job, mate, if not better. He's already scored for Arsenal as well, and you know what I mean? That's another one that they've got one up over on us because it's annoying that they've done it. So, yeah, I wasn't very happy with him. I think he should have come off pretty early on. I'll go for the right side. Ziyech, again, why we're playing a player that we were going to happily ship out on loan is beyond me. He just looked like he was playing for himself, didn't look like he wanted it. Everyone knows he's going to cut back onto his left foot. Dives around when he gets tackled. He's laying on the floor. If someone had I genuinely thought he hurt himself seriously when he hadn't. Was upsetting the fact that we've got someone in the club like that where we could have played Mount. We could have played Mount. You know what I mean? To the point where we could have even put Gallagher in Loftus-Cheek position and played Loftus-Cheek out there, and I think he would have played better. It's so frustrating the fact that we have someone that we were happily to let go on loan, and we're starting them. Maybe they feel bad that we've messed the opportunity up for him to join PSG, but there's no way on this earth he should be anywhere near a football pitch for us at the minute. Mason Mount, it should have started over him. Whatever reason, he didn't. So that's quite annoying. João Felix, man of the match for me, for us. I thought he played well. I thought he dictated the play. The first half, he was everywhere. He was the reason. He was the one getting us going, which you want Endo Fernandez to be the one, as you've spent 105 million on him. I love Felix. I think we have to buy him in the summer. There is no way we should let him go. He has to be at Chelsea next season. No matter what happens, we have to have João Felix next season. I think he ticks us. I think we're playing with Nkunku next season. He's going to be ridiculous. You've got Chukwuemeka. You've got I can't even remember what his name is. The new guy we brought in from PSV. We've got him. Mudeki. Yeah, Mudeki. We've got so many options to link up with him. It's crazy. Should have had 2 or 3 goals this game. Again, it's going to click. He's used to a Spanish league where it's slowed down. It's not as physical. It's not as high intense. It's more technical than anything. And you can definitely see the technical side of him because of how he plays. 7.5, yeah, I agree with that. I think if he would have scored, it would have gone up a lot more. But yeah, he definitely deserves a 7.5. Havertz, 6.9. Genuinely don't know why we didn't take him off earlier. Tried to force out Felix from that position, which is annoying because I think he played well. And again, that was the only place we were going to get our goal is from Felix and what he was going to create. The substitutes that came on, Cucurella, 6.3, didn't really have much to do. When he did all right. Although I did see he got outpaced by a right back who obviously got booked for Dortmund, right? Ray Rayson, who's obviously going to miss the next game. Mason Mount, 6.7. I'll agree with that. He didn't really have much to do. Come on the 71st minute, had a few involvements. Looked dangerous when he was on the ball. Got a few free kicks, which is what you want to see. I'm just looking at our substitutes to see who we could have brought on. I mean, why you've got 2 keepers on the bench is beyond me. We could have had someone else. Yeah, I mean, we've not really got many attacking options. Chukwuemeka, I would have liked to have seen him been introduced. Maybe we should have swapped taken Mukaya Mudryk and Ziyech both out, and you could have seen Chukwuemeka. You could have even seen Gallagher come up there. It will be interesting to see Enzo Fernandez and Dennis Zakaria. I like Zakaria. I know he's not played that much for us due to injuries and obviously not being first choice. But I really, really do like him. Sorry about this. Yeah, I really do like him. I think he's going to be someone that we can use towards the end of the season. Even Mateo Kovacic, maybe see how he does with Fernandez in there. But yeah, I really do like Loftus-Cheek. So I don't really want to see too much changing going on from there. Again, Conor Gallagher could have come out. There's so many more options we could have done. I mean, yeah, okay, I've just said I didn't really want to see what's his name. Felix going too far forward. But if you chuck someone like Conor Gallagher, or if you chuck Mason Mount or Chuck Maker in that position, they're going to do exactly the same. And then you get Felix, just tell him, just run. And on Ziyech as well, like when we were pressing, you had Havertz and Felix pressing on the back line of Dortmund, and there was hardly any time when we had Mikhail Mudryk and Ziyech both pushing on there. Like it's annoying to see that from a club. We should be sorting that out. That shouldn't be any issue. It's upsetting to see that for the club, for the players. Sorry, I'm going to get on. And then yeah, obviously the goal. I don't know what the foul was for. If it was a foul, if it was offside, why it wasn't pulled back. The referee should have blown. You should play on. You know what I mean? Obviously, if he would have stopped it, the goal probably wouldn't go in. Adeyemi, well, him and Fernandez. I mean, I'm not so. Fernandez should have squared or gone side on with him, and then had been able to run a bit better. I feel, rather than running backwards. But yeah, good finish goal. Jude Bellingham, I thought he played really well. I like the fact maybe, you know what I mean, maybe the opportunity with Jude Bellingham coming in. I mean, Adeyemi got man of the match on football, but I don't understand how all he did was score the goal. That was it. Goalkeeper got 8.7. Oh no, goalkeeper got man of the match. Yeah, well, I think he kept him in it for Klopp. I thought he kept him in it. I thought he played well, especially that chance towards the end with Fernandez. And yeah, Endo Fernandez, where he nearly scored and the keeper pulled it out, last minute save. But yeah, it's upsetting to a point, but I can see where 1-0 isn't the worst result for us. We can go on from there. I feel that we are going to be better in the next game. But yeah, as I say, no one has joined the stream, so I am going to end it there. 20 minutes in, I think I've had a little rant. But yeah, genuinely, same old Chelsea. Give us hope and then pull it away with no end product. Pretty much sums our transfer window up, sums our season up so far. We have all the gear, but when it comes down to it, in all fairness, we have no idea really. Yeah, if you do like the video, please click the like button, click the subscribe button. Hopefully I can do some more of these types of videos. I'd like to get some reactions from you guys. And yeah, basically, fingers crossed the next game that we play against Dortmund, we'll be getting a 2-0 victory or even higher maybe. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please don't forget to comment, like,